I said I should go and dance, and he said I can't dance. Where you're coming from?
I have never seen any kind of mind-orchestrated game like that in this house.
Look at the universe. It came right back to her. Her was easy.
Bro.
Person carry and go hide down. Make thunder fire wherever they cry. If I make it tears turn to dust. Demand.
I don't feel any type of way at all. I don't feel any type of way.
Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. How are you all doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone, location, and when you will be watching this video. So Alex decided to advise Ilebaye regarding her attitude towards task. And while Ilebaye was telling Alex, you know, for this particular one, it's not my fault. I don't know how to dance. And I even asked them to show me a dance step, but no dance step. That what I wanted to act, they said we have to mimic. And I don't know how to mimic. But then Alex told her that every day in this house, we keep learning. And whether you know how to do it or not, just be open-minded about it. That do you think Mercy as well wanted to act, but when the mimic thing happened, she just had to do it. That everybody is learning. Does she even think, oh, she, mimicking Pere and the rest was what she wants to do? But it's not about her. That it's about the house. It's about teamwork. It's about them delivering the task. And she also told her that moving forward, she should just make up her mind and know that oftentimes an impromptu task might even pop up, or maybe things like this, rush hour, deadlines, trying to meet up deadlines and all that. But then she should just make herself available, forget how she's feeling at that moment, and just deliver. She also gave an instance with what happened to her team during the HFM. But then it's just the house. Nobody is happy with how things turn out, but you just have to do it. Meanwhile, Ike and Shei had a very interesting conversation, and Ike told Shei that, see, during his regime, Doyin was the same person coming to him to tell him, watch and see that you will lose your wager, and voila. Although he lost his, he said it's just as if the universe heard what she was doing during his own regime. That here, regardless of all the work that was put out, they still failed their wager. And Shei said that's karma. And the house was even very easy to get. Ike said even when Doyin was telling him all that, it didn't really get to him. But then look at the universe. They even have the best of producers. You have White Money, you have Soma, real life musicians, and yet they failed their task. While at it, Ilebaye entered into the room, and Ike tried to kind of put a conversation, telling Ilebaye cheer up, let's talk. But Ilebaye just brushed him and was like, no, I'm not in the mood, and went to bed. With losing the wager, White Money was down all through, and Mercy had to come in to drag him out of the bed so they could go get a drink. Shei, speaking to White Money, told him that you don't really have to be hard on yourself. Besides, Big Brother already gave you your accolade. He commended you for doing a great job. But then White Money said that he's really down because the two things that matters to him in life, he has failed them here in the house. That during the titles cooking competition, he didn't get to win that. And being that he's a chef in real life, it really got to him. Now again, music is something he loves so much and he does for a living. And here again, they failed the wager. That the task was really personal to him because it is what he does and who he is. Yet, after every effort, this is how it turned out. But then she told him that even though you didn't have to, that it's not your personal task, that is the house. It's the house that lost their wager, not you, White Money. That it's a collective thing, is on the house and not on you. But truth be told, White Money really personalized that task. He gave it his all. Even Big Brother said it now. He saw he even missed pool party just to work on that task. Anyways, Shei met Adekule and Venita and was asking them, are they also down because of the wager? And Adekule was like, no, He has other things to worry. Why would he why would he bother himself about wager? That he has Sunday to think about. And he just dawned on me that Sunday is eviction. Madam HOH later joined the group chat and Mercy asked her, how do you feel? How do you feel about them losing this wager? And she said honestly she doesn't feel any way. That it's usual, it's a normal thing to her. That it's, you definitely, in a house like this, you definitely have those that their head are correct and those that their head are not correct. That is left for them to decide if they want to cooperate or if they don't want to cooperate. And she's not ready to fight or force anybody to cooperate or act accordingly. That they are all adults. But she said what will pain her is if any of those people that didn't cooperate moves upstairs next week. That anybody that wins HOH should not even take those that did not cooperate during this wager preparation upstairs. That imagine after suffering people, you will now be upstairs enjoying. And I'm like, so who are these people? Who are these people that don't deserve to go up? Hey, this house is something else. Meanwhile, does she even know that Ike counted her as those that made sure his own regime didn't go well? So he's doing not upstairs enjoying. You see? Anyways, she said anybody that wins HOH should leave those that didn't cooperate to stay downstairs and suffer the lack of food that they will be facing next week. Doyin said, in fact, why does she even have to be aggressive or force anybody to put in effort towards the wager task? That besides, how much food should they chop for house? Is the food not for everybody? That they will all suffer it. But then let me ask you people, maybe I'm watching from the back of my television. Did Doyin actually do well regarding this task? Like, will you describe her as a dedicated HOH that really dedicated time to this task? Because the way she's portioning blame, I'm not like, was I watching another Doyin? Was it not the Doyin that was upstairs taking care of herself, doing her makeup, chilling? And I'm like, why is she also not portioning blame to herself? Because let's be honest, leadership is an influence, and it's when you act a certain way that those you're leading will be like, okay, oh, this person is even trying. Because if you get comments from the housemates, they all talked on her nonchalant attitude regarding the house, and now here you're portioning blame, forgetting to portion some to yourself. And why should a leader be using words like I don't care, we will all suffer it? Like, come on now, come on. Anyways, Mercy even said, oh, her BFFs tried, Cross tried. Did Doyin's BFF really try? Let's be honest, did they really try? Anyways, moving on. I hope the next HOH learns from this. While the housemates are still mourning and pondering over their wager task lost, Soma and Pere discover that housemates have started shifting things. Like noodles are beginning to miss, onions has disappeared. It's going to be a very long week, because even when they get supplies, they're not even enough. Now I'm beginning to imagine what will happen when Big Brother just give them only the basic supply.
You're an adult, you know that you are in front of, there are millions of people watching you, and you have chosen to be unreasonable.
Meanwhile, upstairs, Neo decided to gist Cross about the mind-blowing thing he discovered about Ilebaye. And then he started narrating the whole white money versus Ilebaye case on how Ilebaye sets a trap for white money. So according to Neo, he said that was really a trap, because Ilebaye always waits for white money to leave the lounge before she will go and increase the volume. That he has never seen a mind orchestrated game like that in his entire life. That girl and that white money fell for that trap, because before you know it, white money went off on her, and the way she switched and started crying, immediately the rest of the house joined. In fact, at the time, Neo was even adding sugar and pepper to the whole gist because I watched it. So when he was just narrating it, I was like, guy, I better go be calming down, because I watched these parts that you're spicing up for Cross. He said what shocked him the most was when Ilebaye's Angel was talking, when he asked Angel a question and Angel wanted to reply, and Ilebaye told Angel not to reply not to reply him, that silence is the best answer to a fool, that she has seen Neo's real character in the You said that sentence really burst his brain, that he just said, you know what, let me go and sleep. I know my mother is praying for me. Let me just go and sleep in order not to get into trouble. Kim made fried rice and chicken for the BFF, and while they were eating, Kim said she can't even wait to like eat more and more. She just wants to get so full before going downstairs, knowing what is ahead of them. Honestly, anytime I listen to Kim talk about food, like a kind of hoarding food or saving food for the next day, I just remember the first day she came, that she was, acting all sweet, polished, saying no, she can't hustle for food though, but Big Brother will find a way to come and feed her. The house never humble you. Chinoso, the house never humble you now. Anyways, she said she will eat and eat, and even Doyin added to that, saying they will make sure they eat everything in the HOH lounge before going downstairs on Sunday, so that whatever they faces over there, they will eat. And Kim now added, please, if any of them gets to win HOH again, the person should please remember to bring her up as BFF. And I'm like, now so soft life they sweet you. Honestly, Big Brother house is such a funny place. Imagine being upstairs eating the numbers of chicken and someone downstairs is complaining of looking for onions. It's just like a reality check, because while people are complaining about the economy, people are still going on summer vacay. Do you know? Anyways, don't mind me. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in my next video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please, I'm begging you, subscribe. When you subscribe, you're supporting me as well. And do well to like this video for me. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Moving forward, just accepting that anything can happen at any minute, you just have to be ready.